What an amazing journey we all had.
Dancing is the most basic and relevant of all forms of expression. Nothing else can so effectively give outward form to an inner experience. To give a spectacular vibe to the event, here we have our dancers on stage.
was a dazzling start. Thank you girls for the astounding performance.
Your dreams are what define your individuality. They have the power to give you wings and make you fly high. These lines are of course not said by someone, but by our chief guest. She has been the paragon to this court. We are profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day. I now request Master Sham Hussain to introduce the chief guest.
I am very privileged and honored to stand before you to read the profile of our honorable chief guest, the pride of India, P.V. Sindhu, a Padma Bhushan awardee, two-time Olympic medalist and a BWF gold medalist. History is replete with examples of women who have broken the shackles and paved their way ahead through grit and dedication. Sports is not meant for girls. A woman can't. We've been hearing this for ages across the globe, but some aspiring women still continue to try and rise above the stereotype and achieve greater heights in the quest to fulfill personal dreams and ambitions. Pusarla Venkata Sindhu is a sporting icon of the 21st century and a shining beacon for sportswomen in India. The shuttler has risen to the top of the world in the last decade, winning dozens of titles across the globe. After becoming the first youngest Indian woman to win a silver medal at the Olympics and gold at the BWF World Championships, P.V. Sindhu added another piece of metal to her glittering cabinet by winning her second straight Olympic medal, a bronze at Tokyo 2020, thus becoming the first Indian woman to win 2 Olympic medals. The Indian badminton ace has 5 World Championship medals. These are feats that no Indian has ever achieved. After becoming the first Indian woman to win a World Championship medal in 2013, P.V. Sindhu was conferred with the Arjuna Award, which is the second highest sporting honor of India. Still a teenager then, P.V. Sindhu continued her impressive runs at the World and even stood on the podium at the Asian Games and Commonwealth Games. The Indian ace also broke into the top 10 of the Badminton World Rankings and in 2015 received the Padma Shri Award, the country's 4th highest civilian honor. P.V. Sindhu's biggest achievement at that time came in 2016 when she won the silver medal at Rio Olympics, which was a debut appearance at the Summer Games. She became the first Indian woman to win a silver at the Olympics. Following her performance at the Olympics, India's highest sporting honor, Major Dhyan Chand Khel Ratna, was awarded to her. The outstanding shuttler continued shining at the highest level after winning successive world silver in 2017 and in 2018. P.V. Sindhu became the world champion in 2019. British Broadcasting Corporation named her the Sportswoman of the Year in 2019. The Hyderabad-born Sindhu was most recently honored with the Padma Bhushan, India's 3rd highest civilian award, on 2021 for her bronze medal winning campaign at Tokyo 2020. Victory is always possible for the person who refuses to stop fighting. Winners are ordinary people with extraordinary determination. For those who dare to dream, there is a whole wide world to win. Taking forward CARE International School's motto, Dream, Explore, Inspire, the school set trails for children to explore and reach greater heights through meeting such eminent personalities. We are extremely delighted to have one such phenomenal personality amidst us, who is an inspiration to millions of aspiring youngsters. She is a living example for fighting against the odds and true inspiration for the future generation who chase their dream. P.V. Sindhu stormed into record books of the sports world and thus set a record to be role model to all budding talents in India and around the globe. Once again, let's put our hands together for our most talented, inspiring champion PV Sindhu, the two-time Olympic medalist and BWF gold medalist.
Thank you, Shyam. It's truly an honor for CARE International School to have one such eminent personality amidst us.
Hard days are the best because those are the days when champions are made. Champions keep playing until they get it right.
I now request our CEO sir, our CEO ma'am and senior principal ma'am to accompany our chief guest to the stage. Please sir, please ma'am.
To have an aspiring champion at CARE International School, I take this opportunity to request our CEO sir, Mr. Pradeep Chand, a CARE group of institution, to honor our chief guest with a memento. Thank you, sir, for doing the honor, and thank you, ma'am, for accepting it.
The wait is over. Time to sharpen our ears, to acquaint words of wisdom from the epitome of success. With no further ado, I now request our chief guest to address the gathering. Please, ma'am.
A very good morning to everyone. Good morning. Respected CEO sir and ma'am, and also principal ma'am, and other dignitaries, teachers, and my dear students, and the media people here. It's a great pleasure to be here today, and this is my first time here in this city, so it feels really nice coming here. Well, firstly, coming to CARE International School, I think I remember my school days. You know, I was also one of you all where I used to sit here and listen to big personalities when I was in school. But here I am standing in front of you, speaking to you all, and I'm sure a lot of people taking me as an inspiration. I would definitely inspire many more by giving you this small speech here today. Firstly, starting with my school days, I was also a small girl going to school every day, and suddenly when I was 8 and a half, it happened where I was interested in playing badminton, and I used to just play near my house just for fun. And my parents were volleyball players. Both of them, mom and dad, were volleyball players. So when they used to go and play in railway grounds, I used to just go for fun and watch them play. And all of a sudden, besides, there was a badminton court, and that's how I started playing. And I got that interest, and I thought, okay, why don't I continue and see where I go, and here I am today. So I'm sure a lot of youngsters here, a lot of parents here want their children to become a superstar, to be successful in life. And I must say that definitely it takes a lot of years to come to a level and to achieve and to get successful and to be successful in life. And to the parents out here, especially starting with the parents, I think it's very important that you encourage your children, support your children in whichever sport, in whichever aspect they want to excel in, because that is very important. As a parent, you see them play, you watch them play, you watch them grow. Also, it is important that you believe them, trust them, and encourage them and motivate them in whichever sport or in whatever it is they want to excel in. I think that's the most important thing, because my parents, when I started playing badminton, they've supported me no matter what. A lot of people ask me why not volleyball, since my parents used to play volleyball, but it was my own interest. So parents also should understand what their child's interests are in, and accordingly support in whichever way they can. In that way, I'm sure the children will give their 100% and enjoy in what they do, because I think more than winning and losing or getting prizes or getting rewards, it is important that you enjoy in what you do. So also it is parents' responsibility to see what their child wants to do and what their child enjoy in, or in whichever way. I'm sure there are ups and downs in life, and I mean, you might get success at a very early age. Some of them might get success after a couple of years or at a very late age, but it doesn't matter. The most important thing is you need to give your 100%, because when you grow up, you shouldn't look back and you shouldn't regret that I haven't done something in life. So I always tell each one of you, to the parents out there and to the kids out here, that enjoy in whatever you do, because at the end of the day, you shouldn't feel that I didn't do something in life, or you shouldn't regret it, because I have crossed that level and I am here today. I must say that I have a lot of wins, a lot of losses in life, but I believed in myself. My parents believed in myself, and my parents believed in me, and they supported me in such a way that even though when I used to lose matches, they always used to tell me that, it is okay to lose, it is fine, you always have another opportunity to prove yourself. So it's very important you understand that it is okay to lose. At the same time, you have to bounce back stronger, and I'm sure you will get success some or the other time. So I have started my journey when I was 8.5. Year by year, step by step, I've been improving, I've been going to another level, I've been receiving awards and rewards. And my school days, I would say that yes, I'm sure a lot of teachers here, a lot of principals here, I mean, they encourage you and they support you. I think it's a blessing, I would say, because it is not easy even for the teachers, because every day and night they are here for you, supporting you and encouraging you, and also it will be their motto to see you somewhere in the future that yes, you are successful in life. And I'm sure CARE International School, I mean, I've been coming here for the first time. I must say that you have facilities in such a way, they're fantastic, ma'am. And because I have not seen such a school where, they have a really big playground inside and outside as well. It is not easy, because a lot of people might feel that it is only studies at the end of the day, but I think having sports and studies at the same time is very important. Starting from the grassroots levels is very, very important, where a child, a girl or a boy can pick up some sport and start from a younger age, so that, they understand when they come to a certain level, and from there they can choose whatever sport they want to. Because, when they start playing, I mean, no one knows that they will become a champion in one particular sport. I mean, I feel that there should be different kinds of sports, so that, each child can try out new sport, and when they come to a certain level, they choose whatever sport they want to. So hats off to all of you, all the teachers out here, for helping the kids here, because I can see a lot of youngsters here, and I'm sure in the future I will see a lot of successful people, a lot of Sindhus, a lot of superstars from this school. And definitely one fine day, I think I'm definitely going to congratulate you on that too. Well, apart from that, I think after my school days, the teachers, the principals that they've encouraged me, I'm very thankful to my school, because they've supported me in every way that I wanted to. When I started playing badminton, when I started going to tournaments, I asked them for permissions. I couldn't attend classes because of my tournaments, so they were really kind enough to give me permissions. And I'm sure to all the students out here, I mean, some or the other day, I'm sure the school is going to support you definitely. All the very best for that. Well, talking about my journey, it was not a smooth journey, I would say. There have been a lot of sacrifices in life. Firstly, to my parents out here, they've done a lot of sacrifices. Both my parents used to work in railways, and we used to really travel far away for my practice sessions from my house, which was almost 27 kilometers going and then coming back, and then 27 kilometers again in the evening. I used to go finish my training and come back. So it was really very hard for us, but I think my parents always had that zeal that I would become something in life and I would be successful. I mean, everybody had aims, everybody had goals, but for me back then, I had very short-term goals where I wanted to do well in the national level. And when I started doing well in the national level, then I was like, okay, I can do really well in the international level and the next level. So when I started playing tournaments at the age of 10, I started winning under 10, under 13, under 16 and under 19. So of course my parents were really very happy, but they weren't satisfied. Of course, any child, when you start winning, you also want to win a lot more in life. So in 2012, I would say it was a breakthrough moment for me, because when I was playing in China, I beat an Olympic medalist back then, Olympic gold medalist back then. So I thought for myself that if she can become a gold medalist, you know, at the Olympics, why can't I? So that's when it all changed. And that's when I thought for myself that I need to work even more harder, because up to a certain level, coming to a certain level is fine, but I think maintaining that level is even more harder. So I worked hard and I started winning tournaments, and of course 2013 was the first World Championship. I was a bronze medalist. I was the first woman to get that. And then again I won few tournaments, I lost few tournaments. Again 2014 I had another bronze at the World Championships. And then of course 2016, as you all know, I had the silver at Rio Olympics, and I think that was a moment where it has changed my life completely, because I was as an underdog. I went to a tournament. It was my first Olympics. Frankly speaking, I did not think that I will get a medal, but I just went with one aim, thinking that I need to give my best and I need to play my game. So match by match, I started winning, and I finally came to a finals, and I just thought I need to give my best. But then at the end of the day, I feel, you know, only one can win and one should lose. But I just feel that it wasn't my game, it wasn't my day, and I also have to congratulate my opponent, because even she's done well. So getting a silver medal wasn't an easy one, but at the same time, people told me that, you know, I didn't know how it was in India, because I did not have phone for 3 months, because my coach has told me that if you want to achieve something in life, you have to sacrifice few things in life. So I did not have phone for 3 months. I did not eat junk food for 3 months, where I had a goal that I wanted to get a medal at the Olympics, and I've done it. And of course, it makes me really proud that, you know, standing on the podium and representing my country, and being an Indian, I'm definitely proud that, you know, I got a medal for the country. I mean, it was sad that I couldn't get the gold, but a lot of people told me that, you know, you did not lose, but you got silver, you won silver. I think that gave me a lot of motivation, that gave me a lot of confidence that I can do much more better, and I can get many more medals for the country. And then 2017, I would like to say a small example. After getting a silver at Rio in 2017, I played a lot of tournaments. I lost a lot of tournaments in the finals. I mean, people started criticizing me. People started asking me, what is happening? Why are you losing in the finals? people started calling me Silver Sindhu. A lot of things happened, but I mean, there was a small feeling that, I wanted to win that gold in every tournament. But I just spoke to my parents. I was telling that, I don't know what is happening. Why am I losing? But they were like, it is okay. I mean, coming to finals itself is a big thing. And they've encouraged me in that way. So, the media people started asking me what happened. I've almost lost 7 tournaments in a row in the finals. So when people asked me, I did not give them any answer. I told them that, it is not easy to come to the finals. In the finals, it is anybody's day, anybody's game. Who plays well and gives the best is a winner is what I feel. But I was waiting for the opportunity, and finally, in December, after losing almost 7 finals, I won the World Tour Finals, which was the top of all the tournaments. And people asked me again, finally you won it. So I did not tell anything, but I just told them that I gave an answer with my racket. I'm sure everybody might face criticism. I'm sure everybody might face a lot of things in life, because ups and downs are part and parcel of life. It is how you take it and how strong you come back. I've lost a lot of times, but it's very important that you shouldn't think that this is the end of the world and you've lost everything in life. But you have to learn from your mistakes, and you have to bounce back stronger, and you have to come back stronger. It is okay to feel bad, but at the end of the day, it is very important that how you take it and how you come back, how you come out from it. That is what is important, and that's what I've learned in my life. And again, in 2019, I was playing the World Championships after getting 2 silver in 2017 and 2018 at the World Championships. The World Championships journey was a different journey altogether. When I got the gold in 2019 at the World Championships, I was happy, and it was a much weighted win for me. But the journey behind it was completely different. It was really hard, because I already had 2 bronze in 2013 and 2014, and I had 2 silver in 2017 and 2018. And I was really sad that I couldn't get a gold at the World Championships. So I was telling my dad that, it's not working out, or why am I not getting that gold, or why am I not able to win, because I already had so many medals at the World Championships. But my dad just said one thing, that have confidence that you can do well and keep practicing hard. So, I've heard him, and I've been practicing hard. And finally, in 2019, when I got that gold medal for the country, I think for me, it was a different journey. It was very emotional, because I finally got that gold medal after 4 medals, 4 consecutive medals. At the same time, when you get the gold medal, you completely forget what has happened or what hard work that you've done in life. But I must say that it wasn't an easy journey. It was definitely a hard journey for me to get that gold for the country. And then, after that, 2020, due to the pandemic, we couldn't do much. Everybody was at home, and our Olympics got postponed. And 2021, we all had to go for the Olympics, all set for the Olympics again. It was sad that it couldn't happen in 2020, because we've already waited for 4 years. As you know, Olympics, comes once in 4 years. So it was sad that it couldn't happen in 2020, because, we've really worked hard for 4 years. But also, I would say I've utilized the pandemic in a very good way. I know it was sad that we've lost a lot of lives here, but at the same time, it was also a different phase for me, where it was challenging, where we had to stay at home, we couldn't play, we couldn't go out for a few months. But of course, with the government support and with the support of others, I could actually take permissions and go and train. And finally, when we arrived at Tokyo for the 2020 Olympics, it was a different atmosphere, where there was no one. We had to play on our own, and there was a lot of responsibilities, there was a lot of pressure, because back then in 2016, I had no pressure because I was like an underdog, where I went for the first time for the Olympics. And after I got the medal for the country, people were expecting only gold. So there was a lot of pressure for me, but I just went with a mindset where I need to give my best and I need to play my game. Well, it was good that, step by step, match by match, I've been doing well. But losing in the finals, it was sad for everybody out there that I couldn't go to the finals. But it was a tough task for me because I had another match to get the bronze medal. So I had mixed emotions where, whether I lost the opportunity to go to the finals or I have another opportunity to get the bronze medal for the country. So it was very hard because it was just a day. I lost today and then tomorrow I had the bronze medal match. So I was really sad that I lost the match, but I think my coach, my parents just told me one thing, that there's a lot of difference to stand on the podium to get the bronze and to be at the 4th position. So this kept me going, and the next day I gave my 200%, and of course I got the bronze for the country, standing on the podium with the 2nd consecutive medal at the Olympics. It was even more harder because, in 2016 I was playing for the gold or the silver medal. In fact, I knew there was a medal for me. I knew I was getting a medal. But here, it was a different thing where it was this or that. It was a bronze medal or nothing. So that itself had a lot of emotions when I was standing on the podium. You must have seen it earlier there. So, it was a hard journey for me. There are a lot of sacrifices, but when I look back, I think I completely forget all that which I've done. I don't regret anything in life, because even though it was hard for me, even though it was painful for me, I've always enjoyed in what I did. And I think, to be here today, I think those all sacrifices, those all things that I've done, those painful things, losses and feeling sad and feeling upset, I think it's all part of life. And I think they all will get erased when you get that medal for the country. And it's very, I'm very proud to say that I've come so far. I've had a lot of ups and downs in life, but I think it's very important also to understand that it is okay to have ups and downs in life. And I'm sure everybody out there, I think kids, they're still learning, but I think parents out here, I'm sure they've faced a lot of ups and downs, and they understand what it is and how it is and how important it is to know where you've come from and what you are today. So my parents just tell me one thing, that how much ever I'm successful in life, how much ever I've achieved in life, you always have to understand from where you've come, from which level you've come, and from where you've started. Because at the end of the day, you need to know and you need to understand the values and ethics from where you've come. So, I've also been one of you all, where we are also from a middle class family, started off with nothing. Nobody is born with a golden spoon. So, standing here in front of you all, you taking me as an inspiration, it's really great. I'm thankful because your blessings and your love got me till here. But, if I can prove and I can be here, standing here in front of you all, and I'm sure in the future everybody can also become champions and be successful, and someday they will also be standing here and talking to other people out there. So I think talking through my journey, I'm sure, it's been a good one. People might think that she's been very successful and she's got all the rewards and awards, but I think behind that, the hard work is completely different. It's not just a couple of days, couple of months of hard work. It takes years and years of hard work to come to a level. But at the same time, coming to a level is fine, but maintaining that level is even more harder. So I want every parent out here to understand that whenever you join your kids in anything, it takes time. So you need to understand that and respect that. At the same time, you need to have patience in life, that it is okay, because some people might get success at a very early age, but it doesn't matter. If you keep believing in yourself, and if you keep motivating them, I'm sure at some or the other time they will definitely prove that yes, we can do it. At the same time, I'm sure you will also be proud that your children are doing something in life. So have patience in life and have that hope that, they will be successful some or the other day. Because my parents had that hope, my parents had that belief that I can do something in life, and I'm here today speaking to you all in front of you. So once again, I hope that I've inspired a lot of people, because starting my journey as a young, small girl and being here today, I'm 27, I completed my MBA. A lot of people might think that studies are not so important when you get into sports, but that is wrong. Studies and sports are equally important, because when I started playing, my parents made sure that I studied well, because sporting career might be for very less time, but I think when you study and when you have that knowledge, that is for lifelong. So you always have to understand that studies and sports are equally important, because it is okay if you go out and play for some time, if you practice for some time, but you come back, and it is even more refreshing for the students out there so that you can concentrate a lot more. I'm sure the schools here have a lot of playgrounds. When you study for a longer period of time, it is actually good if you come out and play for a bit and again go back to studies and complete your studies, because that will give you that you might feel very refreshing and you might feel very energetic, and you can even more concentrate on your studies. So, to the people out here, even though they're not playing any sport, to the parents also, I would request, and I feel that, there need to be some sort of exercise every single day which keeps you energetic, which keeps you healthy, because it is very important in day-to-day life, as you all know. In the pandemic, when we all are at our houses, it is very important for us to do some sort of exercise, because that keeps you healthy and that keeps you going. So I would request every parent here and the students out here to exercise every single day, and also to the teachers out here to exercise every single day, or have some sort of exercise at least for half an hour, 40 minutes, or yoga as well, to keep you all healthy. And also, I would wish and hope that when I came here, when I saw CARE International School, I could see dream, explore and inspire. I think that itself makes you understand how important it is to have dreams in your life, how important it is to explore in life, and how important it is to get inspired and also to inspire a lot of people in life. Because for me as a young girl, I had a lot of dreams. I'm sure every student out here, every child, every parent out here have a lot of dreams in life. So there's nothing wrong to dream. At the same time, you need to understand that you need to progress in life when you dream about it. Not just you dream and just let it go. You have to know what your dream is, and you have to explore, and you have to work hard. At the same time, you have to understand what you're doing and for what are you doing it for. And at the same time, inspire. I'm sure a lot of people out here get inspired by a lot of other people. At the same time, I wish and hope you inspire many more, and you get many more medals for the school, for the state, and also for the country as well. Once again, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. And it's a great pleasure to be here today in front of you all, and I would like to thank CARE International School for giving me this opportunity to speak to you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your incredible journey, and your speech was astounding. We assure you that our students will definitely follow your footprints. Thank you once again.
Thank you so much. We'll go to the question answer session. We would like to sit and have a hand.
Respected Chief Guest, with your permission, our students are inquisitive. They are here and they would like to take this golden opportunity to know more about you and your experience through questions. We would like to hear from you, ma'am.
Good morning. Good morning, ma'am. I'm Miss Tarunya of class 9A. You are an inspiration for millions of Indians and myself. But whom you consider as your inspiration in your life?
In badminton, I don't know if you know or not, but Lindan was a badminton player. He had 2 gold medals at the Olympics, so he's my inspiration. And of course, my dad, because he himself was a volleyball player, Arjuna awardee. So, yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
Ma'am, my name is Joshua of class 6A. Ma'am, you have always been my role model when it comes to badminton. But I've always had one question about you in my mind. When you were a child, did you want to become a badminton player or did you want to choose some other profession?
When I was really young, I thought I would become a doctor. But when I started playing badminton, it was more of badminton, so I would prefer badminton for now.
Thank you, ma'am, for your wonderful answer.
Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm
Morning.
Mithila of class 7A. As an aspiring badminton player myself, it's an honor to meet you. So my question for you is, if you had a chance to choose an opponent to play against, who would you choose and why?
I would not choose any opponent to play with because I would want to beat them all. But I think, it can be any opponent, I would say, because, in a match, at the end of the day, even though you don't want to play with a particular opponent, you have to play with everyone. So it's nothing like one opponent, but I think that competition should always be there. So, I'm okay with anybody.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. I'm Enabita of class 10B.
Morning.
I take immense pleasure in asking a question to you, ma'am, and I thank the school for this wonderful opportunity. My question to you, ma'am, is how and when did you realize badminton is your career?
When I started at 8, I started winning tournaments from 10. Firstly, I thought I wanted to win nationals and state and other tournaments in India. But I think in 2012, which was a breakthrough moment for me, where I won against an Olympic champion back then. So that's when I thought that, if she could do it, why can't I? So that's when I thought I can also win tournaments abroad and I can also get a medal for the country.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. I'm Rakshana of class 12. I still can't believe I got this opportunity to meet you in person. And my question is, how do you prepare your mind during tough times?
How do you prepare?
How do you prepare your mind during tough times?
During a tough match, you meant?
Yeah.
Every match is hard, so before going to a match, I just think for myself that I need to give my best and I need to play my game and I need to give my 100% because that's what you train for, right? So I just remember that how hard that I've trained and I've practiced to come to this level. And when I'm going into a match, I just think that I've trained really hard, so I have to give my best no matter what. Winning and losing is secondary, but for me the most important thing is I've tried hard enough to do well. So that's what I think that's what my mindset says and I just go into a match that way.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Ensubaka from class 6A. I'm very proud to stand in front of you to raise my question, ma'am. Ma'am, I always wanted to know, how did you manage both your studies as well as sports simultaneously when you were a student like us?
So I wanted to play badminton and it's my passion and I really like badminton. So I used to manage it in such a way that morning around 5:30 I used to go for training. and finish my training by 7:38, and I used to come back, and then I used to go to school and come back by 3, and then again I used to go to practice at 4 o'clock and come back in the night by 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. Sometimes it takes a lot of time because I used to travel almost 27 kilometers away and then come back again 27, go to school, come back from school, and then again evening 27, and then come back in the 27 kilometers. So that's how my day was, because I wanted to complete my studies as well as I wanted to do well in badminton. So that's how I used to manage both.
Thank you for answering my question, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am.
Morning.
I'm Sara Yuvraj of grade 8B. As we all know that parents play a major role in everybody's life. So can you tell the role about your parents in your success?
Yeah, well, of course, there's a lot of, the most important thing and sacrifices, the role of parents is definitely a lot in your life, I would say. Half of it, the credit goes to the parents because, they taking me to the academy, making me play, sitting there until I practice and come back, take me to school, drop me. I think if this all wouldn't have been done, I think I wouldn't have been here standing or sitting in front of you all. So the role of parents is definitely a lot, where they have supported me and encouraged me no matter what. Even though when I used to lose my matches, they've always told me that it is okay, and they've motivated me that there's always another chance, because they themselves were sports persons. So for me it was lucky, I would say, in a way that they know what it is and they've experienced how it is to lose and to understand and to come out from that. So I think the role of my parents, I would say, is a lot more, because I think because of them I'm here today. So
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Varshit of class 9B. Ma'am, based on your experience, can you please tell us how do you handle the pressure and concentrate in game when you play an international tournament that is being watched live by millions of Indians?
It is not easy, because there is a lot of pressure, there are a lot of responsibilities. When I go into a match, I understand that there are a lot of expectations, that every time you go into a match that they want a gold medal from you or they want you to win all the time. But at times it might not happen, because it might not be your day, or you might not give your 100%, or nothing might go right that particular day. But it's very important to understand there might be pressure, there might be responsibilities, there might be a lot of people thinking that wherever you go, that they need a medal from you. But for me, when I go into a match, I just go with one mindset that I need to give my best, because I understand that there are a lot of expectations, a lot of people want me to win. But if I think about that would add extra pressure. Rather, I just go into a match with one mindset that I need to give my best. And if you win, it's good for you and also for the people out there who supported you and encouraged you. So,
thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. I am Salvation of grade 8. Ma'am, I wish to know that apart from practice and hard work, what else you think that helped you to reach this place?
I would say dedication. Dedication and patience and belief. There are a lot of things, not just hard work. Discipline and self-belief, and to have that zeal and to have that passion and to have that dream that you want to achieve something in life. This drives me to go at another level, and this drives me to achieve what I want.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. I am S.R. Ganesh of class 10A. You are the best badminton player in the world and you are my ideal. My question to you is, what are your plans for future, ma'am? Can you please share with us?
For now, it's just badminton. Of course, I'm preparing for a lot of tournaments. We have a lot of tournaments coming up, and of course, ultimate aim and dream would be Paris 2024 Olympics. I hope and wish I get a medal at Paris 2024 Olympics. And at the same time, we have a lot of tournaments coming up. I hope I do well and give my best and stay injury free and stay healthy. I mean, these are my immediate goals. If I have to say future, I am a deputy collector in Andhra government. So yeah, I mean, after badminton, I would take up that. And also we are soon having academies. We are soon going to have an academy in Vizag, so we need to construct the academy. So I hope that would be done, and I will inspire a lot of people, and I wish and hope there will be a lot of youngsters who would come and join and get medals for the country.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Rakshaya of class 12. You have always been an inspiration to me in sports. Ma'am, may I ask you a question and a small favor?
Do you want a picture, a signature, or an autograph? That would be a small favor.
Ma'am, first I'll finish with the question, then I really want to get an autograph from you, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, could you please share your memorable experience that you had during the first match you played?
I mean, my first match was, I played in Cochin, under 10, when I won my singles and doubles. So it was very memorable for me because, I mean, it was the first one. And every time I win a match, I used to, of course, every single match was memorable for me. Every single medal, every single award was really memorable for me. But of course, the first one where I won in Cochin, I would say. But before that, there were a lot of tournaments where I used to lose. And I used to cry, I used to feel bad about it. So there was a very funny incident where I lost a match, and I went to the referee and I wanted a rematch again because I lost. But my dad told me that it's over, you can't play again. So that was a funny one because I didn't know how to take it. Rather, I thought I would play another match again. I would play a rematch and I could beat that opponent or that person. So this was one of the funny things I would say, but I've learned a lot from that. I've come so far. So yeah.
Thank you, ma'am, for sharing your memorable experience. Ma'am, autograph.
I'll give you later.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm S.J. Mantra of class 11A. You have been an inspiration and an accelerate for us, ma'am, for all the students right here. So my question to you is, what are the major hurdles that you have been gone through during the period of when you were a teenager, and how did you overcome them too?
Major hurdles, I would say, I mean, there have been a lot of hurdles in life where as an athlete, I faced a lot of things where I would say one of it was injury. Because, you know, as an athlete, that's the major one for an athlete to face. In 2015, I had a stress fracture in my left ankle, navicular bone, where it was 11 mm crack, and I played with that pain for 6 months. I did not tell my dad. I just told my physios, and they were like, it is going to be okay. So I just played with the pain for 6 months. I was bearing that pain, but there was a stage where I just went for an X-ray. We had a family doctor and he said, let's give it a try. Let's see what is happening inside. Why is it paining? So when he took an X-ray, in the X-ray itself, it turns out to be a stress fracture. So initially the doctor didn't tell me. He told my dad because he thought I would be sad missing out the tournaments, because I played for 6 months with the pain thinking that I'll miss the tournaments. I didn't want to miss them, so I just continued playing. So he told my dad initially that it was a stress fracture, and if I would have played for another few days or a month, it would have completely broken and they would have put a screw inside my ankle. So luckily, I did not go through that, but I stopped, and he said 2 months it would be fine. But it almost took 6 months that I had to take a break. This was before Olympics. So I was really upset. I was really sad whether I could go for the Olympics or whether I could play or what, because it was not easy. I had a big brace. I couldn't do anything. In fact, I used to sit and play on a Swiss ball. I used to sit on a chair. I used to sit on a Swiss ball because I shouldn't put a lot of weight on my ankle. So it almost took 6 months for me to come back. And of course, I lost hope and I was really sad and upset. I didn't know what to do. But I think people around me had that hope and encouraged me and supported me that it is okay and you will come back and you will bounce back stronger. So I think that gave me that confidence, and after 6 months I almost had to play 23 tournaments in a year to get selected for the Olympics. And then finally I got selected and I played the Olympics in 2016, and of course I got a silver medal. So it was a hard journey, but I think getting that medal, I mean, looking back, I would say yes, thank God that everything was fine and everything was okay. I mean, that was one of the major ones. And recently, in 2022, I had another hairline fracture in my left ankle where I had pain, but I still played the Commonwealth Games in August. I mean, it was very painful. I didn't tell my parents again. I thought it will be fine. It was going to be fine, but in the quarterfinals, I mean, it was unbearable. I couldn't move. I couldn't run. I couldn't take a step. I just thought for myself that, I mean, there are just 2 matches, the semis and finals. This pain was even more in the quarterfinals where I couldn't move after that. But I just staved myself and made sure that, you know, I have to just play 2 more matches to get that gold medal. Because I did not have that gold medal in Commonwealth Games. I had bronze, I had silver. I wanted to complete the sequence with the gold. So I played 2 matches and I got the gold for the country. So when I came back home, we had an X-ray again and it turns out to be a hairline fracture. I took a break almost for 5 months and again I started playing in Jan. So I hope everything will be fine and I'll get some more medals for the country. So that's how I faced through my injury and I've come out from that. But I think now my dad doesn't believe when I say there's no pain. So every day he keeps asking me and he makes sure that what pain I have or if I'm lying to him. But that's a different story altogether. But I think, yeah, these were the hurdles that I faced.
That was an inspirational one, ma'am. Thank you.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Aditi of class 11. Ma'am, you were the bearer of our Indian flag in the opening ceremony of the Commonwealth Games 2022 and you are the pride of India. So my question to you is that, ma'am, have you ever faced any politics in sports? If so, then how did you handle the situation?
There are a lot of politics everywhere. I mean, you can't do anything about it. There are a lot of politics, but I would just say one thing. If you're at the top and if you prove yourself, if you prove everyone, then nobody's going to do anything. You are number one, so nobody's going to question you, nobody's going to tell you anything. If you're at the top, everybody's going to keep quiet. I mean, because you are at the top and they can't do anything about it.
Thank you, ma'am.
Good morning, ma'am. I'm Shreyas of class 7A. Can you share a piece of advice of us youngsters who have decided to choose sports as a career?
To the youngsters out here, I mean, you should choose what you like. You should do what you like. At the same time, when you choose a sport, you must understand that there is a lot of hard work behind it. There's a lot of dedication behind it. There's a lot of discipline behind it. It's not just that you go play for fun for a day or for a month and think that it is enough now. I can't practice more or I can't play more. It's not like that. When you choose a sport and when you want to become a champion, you should understand that it takes a lot of time, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication to win medals and to come to a level. So the advice that I would give is do what you like. At the same time, you must understand it is okay to lose at times because you win some and you lose some. But the most important thing is you have to give your 100%. I mean, even in me, even now, I do the same thing. I give my 100%. Winning and losing is secondary. But you have to enjoy in what you do and do what you like.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am, for your inspirational answer.
We are thrilled that you had such a great and meaningful experience. Thank you for sharing your experience with us, ma'am.
Thank you.
Gold medals aren't really made of gold. They are made of sweat, determination, and a hard-to-find alloy called guts. Now it's time to honor the winners. We now request our chief guest and the dignitaries to be on stage to honor the winners.
Individual event for class 1, zigzag run.
Moving on to secondary and senior secondary events, individual events. We have the winners here on stage. Individual